Good day and welcome to this video of Draco Aviation. Draco Aviation is a brand of Draco Media. We make content about aviation-related subjects, especially regarding revamping aircraft and modifications available for selected models. Stay tuned and we will tell you more about the aircraft of today. Thank you.
Today's aircraft is actually an aircraft that we've known personally and have been on flights with. It belonged to good friends of the family of the Draco Media founder. The aircraft is a Cessna T210N model of 1980. It is equipped with the Robertson STOL package for short field enhanced performance. That means it has drooped leading edges, drooping ailerons in conformity with specific flap settings, and stall fences on the top surface of the wings. When we came across the sales ad of this aircraft on planecheck.com, we started to see familiarity when passing through pictures and the aircraft specifications as posted. We cross-check it on Google with images and with data. The suspicion that this aircraft is personally known by the Draco Aviation founder was confirmed. Let us look more into this aircraft, shall we?
The aircraft boasts a Teledyne Continental TSIO A520 engine delivering 310 horsepower at sea level, takeoff setting of 2,700 RPM. These aircraft can be modified by a Vitito IO's 550TN turbo-normalized engine with greater displacement than the TSIO A520. There is also a IO E550 deturboed modification STC for this aircraft available on the aftermarket, as well as RAM engines TSIO A520 with better balancing and several specialty parts applied to it for smoother operation. Again, the Teledyne Continental engines are great engines to be run at lean of peak EGT settings. This particular aircraft is propelled by a 3-blade Q-tip heart cell hot prop. Apparently, the current seller had the wing de-icing boots removed from the aircraft according to pictures posted with the ad. He mentions that the interior is being redone completely into a dark leather modern looking cabin. Also there is mention about revamping the instrument panel. Now this aircraft has a King Bendix RDR160 weather radar installed. The radar antenna can be found in the right wing pod. We are currently doing research if a much more modern, current generation Garmin GWX68A could be replacing the Bendix King 80IE's radar. We have done research on several modifications available, and one of the most outstanding ones would be the Vitito IO's 550TN turbo-normalized one, driving a 81-inch 3-blade heart cell scimitar hot prop, electrically de-iced, and 1 inch larger than the current Q-tip. According to what Vitito replied to our inquiry, the larger prop gives both better climb and cruise performance, and with the Robertson STOL equipped aircraft they have modified, the takeoff performance is also improved over the TSIO A520 equipped aircraft. Other than that modification, we also checked with Goodrich for their ICE shield packages for this aircraft, as this particular aircraft had de-ice boots on wings, horizontal and vertical tail. The other modifications we looked into are exterior LED lights, Cleveland wheels, and brakes, heavy-duty brakes that is, and above all to Garminize the aircraft with a full glass cockpit and digital autopilot for better integration, as well as a larger oxygen system. Note that this aircraft has Flint internal auxiliary fuel tanks installed inside the outboard wings for longer legs. This makes it the perfect candidate for family travel.
The Turbo Centurion is a very versatile aircraft. It has a retractable landing gear made out of tubular steel that allows for higher maximum takeoff weight. It is a big performer from short fields, both taking off as well as landing. With the Robertson STOL package, it is even more versatile. Now in terms of the cockpit equipment, to make out if this great aircraft a modern-day family aircraft or business tool, check out our proposal for the instrument panel. The current panel is composed out of a mix of old generation King Bendix, RCA and older Garmin equipment, and still retains its original Cessna Navimatic autopilot. The instrument package that we have in mind for this particular aircraft would include either an amplified version of the G3X Touch cockpit as proposed by the seller, or a G600TXI cockpit in combination with GMA 350 remote audio panel, integrated into the GTN 750XI large display GPS COM NAV with WAS, RAAS, LPV, RNAV, RNP navigation combined with the smaller GTN 650xi GPS COM NAV. Additionally, we thought about the integration of interfaces with Garmin Flightstream 510, L3 StormScope WX500, Garmin GTS 825 Active Traffic, TAWSB terrain avoidance, and if Garmin confirms it can be done, we propose the RDR160 to be exchanged with a GWX68A full-color radar that can be displayed on both the G600TXI and the GTN 750XI. Other interfaces, especially for European operations, would be a King Bendix KR87 ADF that can be integrated into the GTN 750XI as well as a KN63 DME. In Europe, there are still quite a few NDB beacons around for navigation. Let's say a nice backup plan for situations in which GPS signals can be jammed from part of certain hostile parties. The Flightstream 510 would make flight plans created with the Garmin Pilot app on a tablet or iPad transferable to the GTN 750XI and activated. This saves a lot of display entries and knob twisting prior to the flight, and a subsequent fuel saving. In terms of autopilot, we'd suggest strongly on going with the Garmin G5 GFC 500 combo with Flight Director and your damper. This autopilot proves being an excellent set of equipment fully integrated with the other Garmin navigational equipment. As far as engine indications, the engine instruments that are currently in the aircraft can be substituted with engine instrumentation on either or both G3X, or G600TXI for that matter, depending on choice, and or ATXI EIS display on the right side of the avionics stack. This also offers a lean find function as to assist the pilot with finding the best lean of peak EGT setting and reduce fuel burn, albeit at a more leisurely speed than at rich of peak EGT high cruise settings.
What about the exterior lighting package? Current exterior lights are standard Cessna as far as we could deduct from the available pictures. However, we think that a modern-day aircraft should go with LED lighting package. The only thing we did not find so far is the LED substitute for the boarding lights of the Centurion that can be found on the bottom side of the wings close to the entry doors on both sides. We will look into that furthermore. As far as the collision beacon is concerned on the vertical fin, we would opt for the Orion LED Aviation Red Collision Beacon. The landing and taxi lights would be substituted by Orion Prometheus LED Landing Taxi Lights. The position strobe lights would be replaced with Orion models on both wingtips. The tail cone navigation light would be replaced by a Orion 550 series position anti-collision light. That one is steady, position, as well as flashing, anti-collision, that is. The sole supplier would be Welin Aerospace for that matter. Now, we hope you like our video about the Turbo Centurion. We would be all too happy if Cessna would decide to produce a GEN2 version of this aircraft. We did propose it. They replied they have it into consideration and take our equipment suggestions into account. Cessna is currently not offering any high-performance single. Textron, the matrix of Cessna, offers the G36 as only high-performance retractable single. We also suggested to, alongside the G36, to relaunch a current-day, and retro, version of the F-33A with turbo-normalized IO550 engine and normally aspirated IO550 offering 300 HP and diverse Garmin packages. The same for the Centurion line of products of which we think that Cessna could find a great market for.